Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly tech update, the show that explores the newest, coolest, and craziest side of tech available on the interwebs. I'm your connoisseur of consumer technology, Ray McNeil. Coming up on the program today, a machine literally shocks you into taking good photos. I'll show you my review of Knockout League for the PlayStation VR. You better be ready for a workout. And happening in this week's What The, we'll talk about instant karma. That and a whole lot more coming up on your weekly tech update next. Hi everyone, Intel has launched an impressively light, regular-looking set of smart glasses they're calling Vaunt, confirming rumors from Bloomberg and others. They have plastic frames, weigh about 50 grams or a little bit under, which are a bit more than regular sunglasses, but much less than Google Glass, for example. The electronics are crammed into the stems and control a very low-powered Class 1 laser that shines a red monochrome 400 by 150 pixel image into your eye. Critically, the glasses contain no camera, eliminating the big brotherish vibe from Glass and other smart glasses. Vaunt is mainly aimed at giving you relatively simple heads-up notifications. Intel says the glasses are more stealthy than a smartwatch, allowing you to check notifications while actually doing other activities without anybody noticing. In one demo, it showed that you could see a person's birthday and other personal info about them while chatting on the phone. The motion sensors can also detect whether you're in the kitchen, for instance, and give you recipes or a shopping list. You might be worried about having a laser beamed into your eyeball, but it is so low powered that it's at the very bottom end of a Class 1 laser. On top of that, the display isn't even visible unless you're looking at it, making it completely unobtrusive for wearers. As it's beamed onto the back of your retina, it's always in focus too, regardless of whether you have prescription or non-prescription lenses. Other features include Bluetooth to link to your smartphone, a processor for apps, and compass and accelerometer as well that other apps will utilize in the future. And of course, that's so Vaunt can tell which way you're looking and where you are in your home, for instance. Future models may contain a microphone that works with voice assistants like Alexa or Siri. When it comes to giving commands, Intel wants Vaunt to have no social cost in terms of making you do something distracting during a conversation. Rather, you might be able to control it using subtle head nods or other gestures. Intel hasn't commented on rumors that it might sell off part or all of Vaunt once it develops the product. However, it has said that it's not likely to take the product to market itself, but instead rely on OEMs, much like it did with PCs and other hardware. As for apps, Intel emphasizes that Vaunt will be a wide open platform. It's getting set to launch an early access program and SDK so that developers can discover for themselves what they can do with the device. Programs will generally run from your mobile device, but some apps or specific features might be powered by the glasses themselves. It's clear that the product is still in early development stages and could go in a lot of different directions. And bear in mind that Intel has tried a lot of experiments lately, especially in wearables, that didn't really go anywhere. Still, the concept of stealthy, hands-free notifications from a product that we all already wear does sound pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to see where the product goes from here. I've never really been a fan of archaeology or history. I'm more of a sci-fi future buff. But this is pretty cool. Researchers using a high-tech aerial mapping technique have found tens of thousands of previously undetected Mayan houses, buildings, defense works, and pyramids in the dense jungle of Guatemala, suggesting that millions more people lived there than previously thought. The discoveries, which included industrial-sized agricultural fields and irrigation canals, were announced recently by an alliance of U.S., European, and Guatemalan archaeologists working with the Guatemala Mayan Heritage and Nature Foundation. The study estimates that roughly 10 million people may have lived within the Mayan lowlands. Researchers used lidar. It bounces pulsed laser light off the ground, revealing contours hidden by dense foliage. The images revealed that the Mayans altered the landscape in a much broader way than previously thought. In some areas, 95% of available land was cultivated. The extensive defensive fences, ditch and rampart systems, and irrigation canals suggest a highly organized workforce. The 810 square miles of mapping done vastly expands the area that was intensively occupied by the Maya, whose culture flourished between 1000 BC and 900 AD. Their descendants still live in the region. The mapping detected about 60,000 individual structures, including 4 major Mayan ceremonial centers with plazas and pyramids. Unlike some other ancient cultures whose fields, roads, and outbuildings have been destroyed by subsequent generations of farming, the jungle grew over abandoned Mayan fields and structures, both hiding but yet preserving them. LiDAR also revealed a previously undetected structure between the two sites that can't be called anything other than a Mayan fortress. Celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay has built a career on insulting people for their questionable cooking. And now he has his own Amazon Alexa skill where you can get feedback on your own kitchen talents. By asking Alexa, ask Gordon Ramsay what he thinks about my food, my sandwich, my dinner, whatever the case may be. You can recreate the vibe from Kitchen Nightmares, Hell's Kitchen, and MasterChef, where Ramsay brought tears to many home cooks. You could also say in the command what dish you've made, for instance, mac and cheese, fried chicken, or a casserole, but there aren't actually personalized comments on specific dishes. I bet you there will be in the future. Rest assured that Ramsay may sometimes throw a compliment or two in there as well, and that there are Easter eggs for certain holidays. I'll review any dish you throw at me, Ramsay says in the press release. The Alexa skill doesn't really help you become a better cook, but it might make cooking dinner a little more entertaining. Ramsay and Amazon recently partnered up for the Super Bowl ad we featured on our last episode, where the voice assistant briefly loses her voice and celebrities like Cardi B and Ramsay attempt to replace her. The Gordon Ramsay Alexa skill, which is rated mature by the way, was produced with help from Ground Control, the audio company that's also behind the Biden Briefing Alexa skill, where the former U.S. Vice President reads curated news briefings to you. To add the skill, users just have to say, Alexa, enable Gordon Ramsay.